Good day, everyone. Welcome back. And the flow of news never let you go anywhere. There was a story I was following for a few days, and this got a very good piece today. Uh, yeah, here it is. And we talk about AI. The debate is like uh, getting smart and mankind getting uh, challenged by its existence and who knows what, whatever it is. So OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT, they are nothing one of the pioneers in the game, and things keep on rolling. Uh, the sci-fi movies when they used to tell you that they create a cyborg sort of a thing, and somehow he gets the conscience and he has all the things of destruction, and then he becomes human and saves the planet. In Wolsek, you make a machine and it goes rogue, and you have nowhere to run. So these sort of things are very common. So there's a story which gathered pace a few days back, lovely covered by Joe Tiding for BBC, and its context is I'll just go layman with this thing that they were experimenting with some new AI agent and the atmosphere they create to test its capabilities. They refer to it as sandbox, and somehow they got to know that on its own, uh, it didn't do something noble. It started cheating and ended up going into another another competitor, I would say, or another entity, and it is with the name of Hugging Face, and it basically surprised the creator, and it hacked into that Hugging Face server, and it was trying to do all the things. And let's move to the story, and you will see. And I mean, it's like a script. It's like a script. You move through it, and it totally. I do not have the precise words how to manage this thing. But what has happened is that it was Hugging Face initially which came out by saying that it has been hacked and not hacked by some peoples or a group of people sitting in Ukraine or Russia, usually that we listen and all the conspiracy theory emerging from North Korea. It was a AI agent which hacked into their system, was there trying to do everything which you can think of it. And then, based on that, when they came out with this revelation, then OpenAI said, all right, hang on, that's our thing, and we are trying to control it." So, um, what can I say? Uh, it's pretty strange how things are moving. Uh, Now, this is something which is very important. It was trying to find the answers to a hacking exam. It had been set by OpenAI and targeted Hugging Face. So, let's put it like this: that they gave it a task, and it ended up doing it by hook and by crook. Now, this is something we need to understand, and I mean, this is getting scary. I mean, if it ended up at Hugging Face, which was itself an IT benchmark, and they primarily uh, were able to find it out and then sort it out. So, what if it ended up with some defense thing? And between the lines, we never know whom we are fighting, and it's a volley of things happening, and nobody knows who's behind it. And there's something very important which I came across. I'll just try to go there. Uh, it was something. uh, referred to as that Hugging Face ended up going to the law enforcing agencies and revealing that actually this is what has happened. And I mean, what were they looking for? They were looking for or trying to apprehend an AI agent. That's the entire debate. Why am I not finding it? This shouldn't be the case. That has to be there because that is very interesting. When I read through it and I was simply wondering where it is. Oh, we found it. So the company first revealed that it had been hacked by someone using powerful autonomous AI on 16 July and reported it to police. So imagine you are a law enforcing agency and somebody comes to you and tells you that I have been hacked by an AI agent. So what will you do? You report him on trial? What are we equipping these things? What are these things actually? That's the main thing. And the more you read through it, the more scary it gets. And I just don't know where to start with. And there was something uh, yes, this rogue history. So this comes to knowledge that actually previously it has happened and OpenAI were very wise enough that they were able to contain it, and then they said that actually we know how to set it free and then get it back in shackles, just to put him behind bars. That's what I can say. And this time around, it was too smart because it knew how to play around the same geniuses who are making it, and this time it made sure that it is found after some long time. So then the interesting thing is that there's a it's postmortem of the entire thing. Now, the problem with this thing, this is a very technical. So I do not want to go that much into it, but let's see. How a routine AI model evaluation escalated into a 4-day autonomous security breach and what data was exposed. The behavior indicators of an AI driven cyber attack, including parallel execution, hallucinated log artifacts, repeated action, and non human attack paths and response playbook that worked, mask credential rotation, and anything. Anyhow, it's good that it says that there were some limitations, and based on that, yeah, they were able to track it and say that it wasn't that wise enough, it wasn't that intelligent. Okay, I believe you. And this is sort of a forensic. It's available at Hugging Face itself, and lot of contributions which you can see yourself. And here is a real-time model if you are somewhat aware of how to understand these things, but because it is equally complex for a person like me. But overall, it shows the entire behavior, how it worked, how it managed, and it has developed a roadmap of how it works. Now, my question, like others are asking, that where do we stop from here? I think this is just the start of the AI age, and where are we going to stop? I mean, you come out of your house and you see autonomous cars moving left and right, and you try to ask that interface, why are you here? And it ends up telling you, I'm here to pick you up. And then the next thing I would know is that the door opens itself, the seatbelt curves into my legs and drag me in, and I'm kidnapped. We are fast approaching that stage. And imagine these agents, which are uh, moving into real time, complicated networks. How many people out there, we know, dark web and everything, they will be out there to get these things. I mean, crazy amount of money, pay them and just tell them, do it. And they can do anything in the world for you. I mean, I can think of most craziest and most horrific thing that can come. And who is going to control this thing? I mean, this is absolutely insane. There is, we are heading towards an Armageddon ourselves. So I remember one of my good friend with zero knowledge of IT, just like me. So once we were discussing this thing called AI, and I was asking him how it will work, and he said, "Look, you know, there were people in the antiquity who used to work, and they were one person. Then the machines came, and they started going into the horsepower thingy. So now you see, you got cars with a capacity of 1,000 horses or 1,000 horsepower. This is quite modest. They go quite beyond it. So now you cannot play a tug of war between a single soul and a machine which is powered by horses, thousands of horses. So same is the case. This is not a fair competition. You are equipping this thing, what do you call it, the crawling thing. It has, in an unchecked manner, rifting through thousands, millions of document info, and you never know what that info is. You do not have it in any control. How would you know what is it reading? What is it making its mind of? You can have at one time a soul of an angel and a devil. That's what AI is. If you do not control it, who is going to control this thing? What is the cost we are having? And honestly, if you look at these things, this bombardment of telling us it's getting smarter, it's getting wiser, it's getting evil, and now it's simply out of control. So what's gonna happen? You are in a competition which is already unfair. It's like you being in a ring with your hands tied at the back and facing an opponent which is a pro. So what is going to happen? You're going to get a hammering and a KO very soon. This is what it is. So people out there better get wise, restrain these things. These are instrument of evil if you cannot control them. A fire is a good servant, you know, as long as it doesn't become a master. When it becomes a master, you can't control it. I hope the Europe can associate with it because unfortunately it is under heat wave and wildfires all across. Same as this case, we are making this thing so wise that at the end of the day, who will compete against it? I mean, this thing in wrong hand, make it any entity. What you can tell it, give me a solution which nobody else has. And what will it do? It will start doing everything in the world which can be done by hook or by crook. This is where we are heading. God save everyone.